What's going on, people? Welcome back to my channel. Manchester United have just lost against Brighton 3-1. Terrible result. I mean, you can tell by my voice and my energy. I'm not looking forward to doing this video, but let me give you a quick 5 things I learned about this game. Watching Man United just absolutely capitulate for the whole game and just get absolutely run over by Southampton in the second half. Because I'll be honest, the first half wasn't too bad. It was a bit more even. The first goal was poor, let's be honest. The first goal was poor, but obviously we got back with the penalty. And you kind of thought maybe United could go on from there and go and win the game. Nope, it's just not the United way anymore. That's just not what we do. But maybe in the past we were that kind of team, but not anymore. And yeah, we just conceded 2 terrible goals. And you know what? The first thing I want to talk about, ONANA disaster class. Now, let's be honest. I mean, all over social media today, I already know everyone's going to be talking about getting rid of ONANA, bringing in a new goalkeeper. And I'll be honest, I'm at that point now. I've tried to defend ONANA a lot, like over and over again, constantly trying to defend him because I just think changing goalkeepers is such a long process. The next goalkeeper that comes in might not, perform straight away off the bounce. It might take them a season, 2 seasons to kind of get to their feet. But he's not a young keeper. He's not a child. He's not like, when De Gea came in, he was a bit young, bit inexperienced. It took him a minute before he could, fully get to where we needed him to be for us to win a league. And De Gea did end up winning the league as well. But ONANA, he's not young. He's like mid-20s, 25 to 30, I don't know exactly how old he is, but 25 to 30. He's an international player, captain for Cameroon. I think he's a captain anyway, but he's one of their leader players anyway. I mean, when he was playing at Inter Milan, he got to a Champions League final, played a lot of games for Ajax. He's not, the point I'm trying to make is he shouldn't be making the kind of mistakes that he's making. He shouldn't be. I mean, that goal, it's like simple goalkeeping, that it's so simple, and I don't understand how he's making these mistakes like over and over again. It's like the difficult things that we want ONANA to do, he does them. Like the last game, he had an insane save, double save actually, against Southampton, and then today, a simple cross into the box. It's not even going in the net. He doesn't even have to panic. There's no one around him. All he has to do is just him, and all he has to do is just catch the ball, or I think he's dived to stop the cross, and it's just ricocheted off him, and they got the ball and they scored. It's terrible goalkeeper. And ONANA, I'm at that point now where it's happening too much. Last season, you're going to have to give him the benefit of the doubt. It's first season, pressure, United badge, whatever. But now it's like second season in. Like, I get it, you've got a few clean sheets, but when was the last time you even had a clean sheet? I feel like before the Arsenal game, or the first 10 to 15 games, he was all right. After that, he's been horrible. I mean, there's the second game now where he's had a mistake, or second or third game now since then, which he's made a mistake, which has cost us the game. And I know, yeah, we were down 2-1 already, but the momentum can easily switch. How many times this season has United been down and scored a couple of goals and won? City game, literally the Southampton game, multiple games this season where United have come back and got a late goal, got a point. Even the Liverpool game, we got a point. Staying at 2-1, keeping the game at 2-1 is it's gonna help us, or give a bit more motivation to go and get that win, or go and get that equaliser. But then when you make a mistake like that and it goes down to 3-1, you ruin the momentum, ruin the adrenaline completely. And yeah, he killed the game off for us. I know we were already losing, but he killed the game off for us. He killed the game off for us. So that's number 1. Number 2, I'm going to try and be a little bit more positive. I thought the Xerxes cameo wasn't too bad. The Xerxes cameo, there's been the whole conversation about, Xerxes or Højlund, who should start for United. And I've always been I think Højlund's just more of a goal threat compared to Xerxes. But Xerxes does get involved a lot more, does link up play a lot more. He's got a better touch, better hold up play, can facilitate, etc. But he's just not an out-and-out goal scorer. And I still think that. I still don't think he's a real goal scorer. He's not going to go and get us 10 to 15 goals. Forget that. We need a striker that's going to get us 25 plus goals. But I can't imagine Xerxes even getting 10 to 15. But he does get involved a lot more in the play. And because of that, it does help us to move the ball up the pitch a lot better in terms of the final third and create better chances. And I thought today he did play a lot better than Højlund has played over the last 3 games. Now, for whatever reason you want to give that to, you can't even give an excuse because we played Southampton last game it's probably the easiest competition that you're going to have. The teams are running over them. They're losing like 5-0 all the time. So there shouldn't have actually been any excuse as to why Haaland couldn't perform against those defenders. But yeah, I think Xerxes did play a lot better today. Now, I do feel like he wasn't perfect. There were times where he tried to take on his man, he lost the ball, he tried to do a bit too much, he lost the ball. And those things can be ironed out. But like I said, we just still don't have that goal threat. There's times where Xerxes dropped in to receive the ball, and I'm thinking, okay, when he gets it, who's he looking to? Because Bruno's next to him. Ahmad's probably on the far side. Mainly and Ugarte probably dropped back. Who's he looking to? There's no one behind him. There's no one there to kind of make that run, like that off-ball run to kind of drag a defender out of the way. There's nobody really there. It's just really Ahmad who's that kind of player. And I do think that does limit us in how we can go forward, especially on the transition, on counter-attacks, etc. If he could play in that 10 position, it would be good for us, but we've seen it, tried it against, I think, Newcastle. Newcastle are a very difficult competition to even to experiment with. So maybe we could try it again. Maybe Amram could try that again, Xerxes and Haaland together on the pitch, and that could work, I don't know. But from what I've seen today, he does play well, but we still need that goal threat. We still need that play. We didn't score from open play today, So yeah, the second thing. Third thing, no consistency. No consistency. I think this season we haven't won 2 games in a row in the Premier League. That is horrible. That is a horrible start. I mean, there's new stats every day. Every single game there's a new stat about United, but that one's horrible. We haven't won 2 games in a row. And it's no surprise. It's like every single game, 2 steps forward, 3 steps forward, 25 steps back. Like, I don't even know where to even go from here. It's like we do something good, and the Southampton game wasn't good at all, to be fair, but we got the win. But you'd hope that because we got the win after playing poorly, the team will fix up and actually come out of this game and try and play well. Now, don't get twisted, Brighton did play good football. Brighton are a good team. They got a lot of good players. Baleba in that midfield, great. Matoma, Minter, how you pronounce his name, great attacking threats. They did play good football. So, it's not like we should have run through them or that, like they're a terrible team. No, but you'd still expect United to be able to go toe-to-toe with a team like Southampton and potentially get the win out of them. But second half didn't feel like that. It felt like we were the weaker team, the smaller team. Considering we're at home as well, it's embarrassing. It's terrible. The next thing I want to talk about is this midfield situation. I was going to call it a problem. I don't think it's a problem, but it's definitely something to speak about. Ugarte and Mainey both got hooked off today, and I think that's interesting because, let's be honest, there was a period of time where everyone was kind of saying, you know what, the midfield's sorted now. Ugarte and Mainey sorted. Those two are our best midfielders. As a duo, they work to complement each other very well. But the last couple games, it's not been working, and I struggle to think that's a personnel issue because I do think both of them are still excellent players and they've been excellent players for United, but something's not working. And I think today Collier came on and I had an all right cameo. I'm not going to overdo it. It was an all right cameo, and Bruno got dropped in deeper. I don't know. I feel like there's something more. In my opinion, it's more tactical. It's more system based because I look at the last game and even today's game, they were getting run through a lot, and maybe it's also a case of fatigue. I mean, these players they're playing 2 games a week, and they're gonna continue to play 2 games a week for the next month or a month and a half because of the amount of fixtures that we have. It is difficult, and especially if you're a midfielder in a 2-man midfield, you're gonna be doing a lot of running. You're gonna have to do a lot of legwork, and that is hard, especially considering Maine's a 19-year-old kid doing that much running. His legs are obviously, his body's not even fully grown yet, so. That could be a reason why they don't look up to scratch every single game. But I think it's interesting to kind of see Amarim not being afraid to kind of take them both off at the same time and completely change it. They do need a break. They need a break. And luckily, I mean, the next game I think is Rangers on Thursday. I think it's Rangers. But they need a break. So in my opinion, looking to that game, I don't think they should start, or at least one of them shouldn't start anyway. Not because they're getting dropped, but it's just because they need a break. Somebody needs to fill in. Maybe it's a Collier. He might have to come in and fill in. Ericsson, come in and fill in. Somebody needs to come in and fill in because they do look fatigued. And the fact that they're coming off, both of them are coming off together, means that something's not working, you know. And like I said, it's not a personal issue; it's more of a tactical issue. They're getting run through. We shouldn't be getting run through midfield against these kind of teams. Brighton, no, don't get twisted. Brighton are a good team, but like Southampton, we shouldn't be getting run through the midfield by Southampton. I don't care what you think about them. That should not be happening. Now you can put that to potentially, you know, the Brunos and Garnachos and Ahmad's pushing too high, and the Licks, you know, and the centre backs sitting so deep that there's big gaps around the midfield, and you know, made himself to defend 2 or 3 players. I think Amrin spoke on that. Same with Ugarte, it's becoming impossible for them to both like mark or defend or cover large amounts of spaces. Lastly, where do we go from here? I mean, the last game, I ended it talking about us needing to put points on the board, and even though we beat Southampton, you can watch my last 5 things that I learned. Literally, I said if we didn't beat Southampton, we put ourselves in a terrible situation, because it's a 3 points. Yes, it's a very good 3 points. We need that 3 points, but we could have so easily lost it. And today was a perfect example of us not getting those 3 points. And now I think we're 8 points behind Southampton. We're slowly just settling into the bottom half of the league. We're gonna finish in the bottom half of the table if we carry on like this. 100%. If we carry on like this, we are 100% going to finish in the bottom half of the table. I know some people still have crazy predictions of us finishing top 6, top 8. Impossible. No way it'll be playing like this. And it doesn't seem like it's changing quick enough. It seems like one game, something will click and we'll play well. And the next game, everything will just fall back off. We need to get some results. We need it. I get it. We want to play good football. But results are important. Like, they're important. And if it means focus on the Europa League, focus on the FA Cup so we can get Europe, because that we need some kind of European competition, we might have to do that, because the league is looking terrible right now. We're not getting points on the board. Look, I think it's a difficult situation for Amrin. He is trying to focus on performances, but look, Ten Hag got the results, and at the end of the day, he got the results, and he ended up winning a competition, and we didn't finish too crazy in the league anyway. I think we finished 3rd in one season, and actually we finished 8th, which was terrible. But we need results. We need results. We need to be getting 3 points. We need it in the league. It's getting to the point where it's looking bad. You know, Everton just beat Tottenham. Teams like Everton and Ipswich and these Wolves, if they keep getting points, they're going to start closing the gap with United. We can't be in the conversation with those teams. I know we're bad, but if we start getting into these battles with Evertons and Wolves, these teams that are used to battling relegation and picking up these points later on in the season, it's gonna be bad for us. So yeah, they're the 5 things that I learned about this game. I'm about to jump on the United Standard Fan Forum, so go and check that out right now. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you like these match reactions, I had to give you a quick one right after the game. But you like these, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Am I dropping a video tomorrow? I've got a very good video dropping tomorrow. So let me know. It's a top 10 video, but it's a different style of video in it. So make sure you lock in, subscribe. I'm going to see you tomorrow.